Hello, I'm Ray.
And I'm Jenny, and we're Weber Family Reviews. And so we are doing the games that the 2023 releases that we actually played in 2023. The list is not very long.
Nope.
But it's actually longer than I thought it was, so I'm giving ourselves credit there.
And we were just making fun of each other because we have too many games. So.
Yeah, but you know what? If I'm going to have too many games, I'm okay with it.
But in this one, we didn't buy a whole lot of 23 games. We bought and/or have been playing through other years' games because there's just so many that are coming out. But this year we got what? 2, 4, 6, 8. We played 10. 2,
4, 6, 8, 10, 11 technically. So
that doesn't count. Gone Clever is on its own.
Well, anyways, and some of these I've got started because, so they just played Boop, which the Halloween version came out this year, but I think the original Boop came out earlier.
22, maybe.
So, but it came up as a 2023 game because...
Actually, I think it did come out in 23. I think the original. And they just put out, I think
fast?
So.
Okay.
At least based on Board Game Geek and everything else, said 23. So 23.
Okay. So the first one on the list, Boop.
Yep. That was good.
Yep.
It's fun, abstract, works pretty good.
2 players, so, and him and the 13-year-old had fun with it.
Yeah.
So. Distilled. Now we kickstarted Distilled.
Yep.
And this lived up to the hype. We both really enjoyed Distilled. He was really happy with it.
I think we've got 4 or 5 plays of it. It's at all player counts, 2 through 5.
Yep, and it's played well at all of them. Everyone we've played with it has enjoyed it.
I don't think I'd want to do 5 again, though. It's a little long. But yeah.
Yep. Dixit Disney. So Dixit's obviously been out a long time. We actually picked up the Disney version. I've always liked Dixit. I don't like the art. I know some people love it. I do not. But I like the Disney art.
Yes.
So this was a good mix for us, and this has actually hit the table several. We actually just played it last night.
Yeah.
So our 4-year-old nephew really likes regular Dixit. So this has been a good pickup for us.
Yeah, it's done well.
Yep. First in Flight. This was a Kickstarter as well, and we just got this to the table this month.
I think it's 3 plays this month.
And I finally got my first play of it a couple days ago. This is fun. Ray really likes the mechanism. You can go as far as you want, but then you're giving it the thing.
Kind of a rondelli, not rondelli thing. Go as far as you want. It works well for your actions, and then it's a pressure luck deck builder. I like it all.
Yeah. The Fox Experiment. We did not kickstart this one.
No.
We were worried about it, but then we ended up picking it up, and
it plays good. It was fun.
And it played well 2-player. That was actually our concern on why we didn't kickstart it. Was I think we felt like it wouldn't play well at 2-player, but it actually played just fine at 2-player.
Yeah.
Horrified the Greek Monsters. So we have all 3 versions of Horrified. The one that came out this year was Greek Monsters.
Downstairs.
No, they're right there.
Oh yeah, they're there. I don't think the Greek Monsters one is as good as the other ones, but it's still fun. It's still solid, and that way you're not worried about as much of the timing. The theme's more open when you're talking Greek monsters versus Dracula.
Yeah, I think the first 2 were better, but this one's not bad, and it'll stick around. He really enjoys Horrified, and I don't mind. It's a good co-op.
Yep.
Point City, we kickstarted this one. We didn't keep it. This one, we love Point Salad. So, sequel.
It had a lot of things going for it, but it was way more convoluted than it needed to be, in our opinion. And Point Salad, still hear hype about it every once in a while. Haven't heard anything about Point Salad.
But if you didn't like Point Salad, you might like Point City. But I think that if you like Point Salad, that does not mean you're going to like Point City. But, so that's one of the things. If you're like, I've never liked it, it's too simplistic for me, you might enjoy Point City. It definitely is more complicated, but I don't know that it was complicated in a good way. So lots of other complicated games I'd rather play. On that note, Scholars of South Tigris. Okay, I like that one. But it is very long, it is very complicated, and it is very deep. And we were just discussing, he really doesn't like it as much. I like it more than he likes it, but even I like it's a lot. Like, I have to be in the right mood to play it.
It's a good way for me to describe my issue with it is it's too long for really what you're accomplishing. So you've got a heavy euro that has, you've got 5 areas you're dealing with. You got the travel.
Really 4. You've got travel, you've got, because the translators on the top and the bottom, they're really 1.
Right, but you use the translators on the bottom, you can get the translators on the top, you got the tracks, and then you've got the...
travel, and then you've got the guilds.
The guilds. And you're really just trying to move things up and around, and that's cool. I actually like Lacerdas, because that's a lot of things. You do something that does something that does something that does something. But it's too long for what I'm getting out of it. It's just too long for what I'm getting out of it. However, it is a great game. So that's a trade-off. I just don't see the time value worth it. She does, and I'll play it with you anytime.
Yeah. I do wonder if they just felt like they need to add more stuff in it, because we were definitely discussing the map almost seemed unnecessary. Like, why is this in here? Maybe someone can explain that in the comments.
If I was given choice of all the Garfield games, this would beat out Shipwrecks.
Yeah. Shipwrights was not that good.
No, sorry, Rights.
Shipwrights, yeah. It's not Shipwrecks. Shipwrights. Shipwrights is not... I think it would be better to higher play count, but it's just
But they just put not a redo. It's like a completely new game of Shipwrights. But Scholars is one of my lower ones. I like Paladins a lot. I like Architects a lot. You know, but and Wayfarers pretty solidly. Scholars is just, I think they went too far. Whatever.
Yeah. Star Wars, the deck building game, we both really enjoyed that one, him especially, but it's a really good deck building. It's 2-player head to head, and it's kind of neat because you can attack stuff in the row, but the theme you feel more because you can only buy your side, or you can attack the other side. So it allows you to interact with all the cards, but in different ways.
Yep.
And then Ticket to Ride Berlin, which was the new small box of the Ticket to Ride that came out this year. Berlin wasn't bad. I think it was actually better than Amsterdam. No, we have them all. We're not
I don't know. There was less to it. It was almost like New York.
Yeah, New York's definitely the simplest of them one. I don't know. I wasn't... Amsterdam fell a little flat for me. San Francisco was excellent.
Yeah, San Francisco.
We both really liked... Well, what was cool about San Francisco is the extra mechanism he won because of. So you could actually, by focusing on the one piece, you could win by a different track, and that made it really interesting.
It gave you 2 ways to get points, not just ticket and laying routes, but you could also build routes to different resources, and if you got sets of different resources, you got points. It was neat.
Yep. And then, Clever Forever.
That does not count.
But anyways, we did play it this year.
It's a new sheet for Ganshan Clever. That's what it is.
It's a new fun sheet. So, okay, those are the 2023 releases that we actually played in 2023.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we got to 10. So
yeah.
It's impressive.
That was cool. And some, aren't really brand new things, but, they were new versions of it. And like Horrified Greek Monster standing alone, as does Dixit, Disney, as does Berlin. That's just Boop. They're not expansions. I'm sure there's plenty of expansions for 2023 we played too. Well, I don't know. So.
Not really.
No.
It was a unique year. We had a lot of family stuff. We've just been doing the stats, and we played about 100 to 150. All right, I'll count yours. Play 9's not a game, but I'm going to count it anyway. But it was about 70 to 80 games less than what we normally play, just because my work has definitely been part of it. We've had some things we had to accomplish, so the gaming came down, and honestly, I'm hoping this year to get it back up. Just it helps me with my mental fortitude. I'm less grouchy.
Yeah. We've got a lot played in the last couple of weeks, and hopefully we're going to start 2024 on the right note. So
we played Scholars today.
Yeah. That took us like 2.5-3 hours. So
yeah,
but we got through Scholars. So Scholars got played in 2024. So anyways, happy gaming for 2024. May this be a good gaming year for you. Whether you play 10 games or you play 100 games.
1,000.
May they be or 1,000. May they be games you enjoy.
Wait, do I get that?
Yeah, you get to play games you enjoy.
All of them?
You always enjoy playing games with me.
Alright, thank you. I'll stop giving her a hard time. I guess one more thing, actually. I'll take it back. Because while it's in our other video, one of the things we did because of our Shelf of Shame is we just always ran on the thought process to pick one. So we bought a bunch of colored popsicle sticks from Target. And color coded. Blue, shortest, green, next, yellow, red, long, or campaign. And then when we have time, we just grab, pull, play. We haven't made our children do it. And honestly, we only started it 18th of December. Actually, no. We started it when I went on vacation, so the 23rd. 3, 4, 5, 6. Purple was Christmas gifts. So what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 games in less than 2 weeks to just do. And I think we're going to continue doing this.
It helps because a lot of times we do want to play one, but then we dither over what we're going to play. This solves the question for us. And actually,
Yep.
I was saying that it'd be kind of I wish like I could do this with our whole collection. Like, okay, these are all the short games. Okay, we have time for an hour. What are all the hour games? Just randomly pick one. Because I think sometimes there's a lot of games we really like, but it's not so much that we don't want to play it. It's just that when we're looking, we don't see it, or it's not there in front of us, and then we don't think about it. And it's like, oh, I really love that game when it gets to the table.
If you know a way to randomly generate based off a spreadsheet a value, put in the comments or link me to a video in the comments, because that would allow us to do that for our whole collection.
I might be able to figure that out. I didn't think about doing it from the spreadsheet.
I gave her a job. Excellent. I've
In case
stalled
you
long
wonder,
enough.
my real life job, I'm a stats teacher, and I spend a lot of time in Excel. You ever need help with Excel? Email me. Something figure it out. Because if you... Okay, we need to finish this video. So we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
You'll get a video with what we've done.
Yes.
All right.